What's going on, everyone? Versus Z here, and it's time for my high grade 1 to 144 scale Arios Gundam review. Um, yeah, you guys are probably looking at the title. You guys are like, it's a two-part for a high grade. Come on. I'm sorry, but this is my fifth take, and with the style of my review, which I believe isn't that much differentiated than everyone else's, it's just how I approach things. I think that a two-part would be much better off than trying to cram everything and not and skipping something that I was supposed to say. But anyway, before I actually start with the kit, I'd like to just point out that this is kind of for Too Old for Toys. He was supposed to post a Arios review a couple days ago, but he ran into a series of unfortunate events with his hard drive. So whatever he had with the Arios review, I believe he said it was 80% done, which is a lot. It's a lot done, 80%, but then it just failed on him. Never happened to me, dude, but I feel for you. That's a lot of things that you've done gone. It's a pain. So this video review is for you. I hope I don't disappoint. So let me just start it. This is for Arios. His colors. I'm not gonna talk too much about his colors. It's obvious. I mean, orange, yellow, black, white, gray. But what I wanted to say was his colors on this camera, or should I say the lighting. His orange is actually brighter than it's showing up on the camera. The camera is making it show a little bit darker, but oh, there you go. There's a glare on him, and that shows the true orange that it should be. So it's kind of just normal, typical orange, with the exception of a couple of bits of yellow, like here, which were supposed to be stickers, but it was painted. It's yellow here on the vents, and of course the yellow V-fins. These huge orange stickers here are the biggest pain of this kit for me. I hate stickers. They're already acting up like stickers. They were fine when I put them on, but ever since I started playing with them, they've been just acting like stickers and just being a pain. And let's see, of course the gray accents everywhere. Here especially, this was pretty difficult. Under the feet too. Clear blue for that part, and I have to say I'm pretty proud of how I did that clear blue. God, I'm bobbing out. Clear blue, clear red, of course, and then the eye stickers for the head, which I'm about to get to. I love his head. Yeah, as I was saying, how much I love his head. Just look at that. It's sharp. It's nice. I like this V-fin configuration. I've never seen it before. Well, I have. We have, actually, on the Devil Gundam. We've seen that before, but not as nice as it was on a Gundam that doesn't exactly have freakishly growing cells on it. So this is a nice head. It's one of my favorites. So aside from colors and all this other stuff, I like to get into his articulation. Articulation is, and I'll say it now, is hindered just because this is a transforming Gundam. I think this kit's focus was to be able to transform and look good at the same time. So if you guys do have this kit and you want to complain about him not being able to pose nicely, just keep in mind he also does transform. They're not always the best posable kits, but they're also nice, especially this one. So articulation, his head is pretty much the same as any other of the double low Gundams. They can go up and down, forward and backward, rotate. Not all the, well, it can rotate a full 360, but you're going to be fighting with it, so I'd rather not try to do that. His arms here are pretty nice. They can go up, but if you pay attention, there's an actual click, so the, well, because of the way that these arms are built, everything can be loose and floppy, and this is all just because of the transformation, but it allows for nice range of the arms to reach in. So this is just for the shoulder armor. But if you heard that click, that locks everything in place. So just keep that in mind. All hope is not lost for this arm. So that's just the shoulder armor there. So you get that, and the arms will still move independent from the shoulder armor, so you can get a nice, like I said, a nice reach from this guy. This, of course, will move up and down, not too far. Move up and down. It will bend here too, and that, of course, you guys should know is the claw. The arm is the same as all the other ones. It'll rotate here, double elbow joint, nice wrist movement. The main wrist is on a ball joint. And I might as well show you this now before I forget, because for the last 5 takes I always forgot this. So you guys saw in episode 3 there were like 2 hidden Vulcans in each of his forearms. This kit has that feature. All you have to do is remove this part of the forearm. It's a little difficult sometimes. And look underneath, there's 2, I guess, tabs. One's longer, one's shorter, and then you have 2 slots, one's longer, one's shorter. To keep them open for the barrels to show, you take the longer tab and put it on the shorter slot. So there you go. Can't see it, but it's there. I was actually intentionally going to paint that part silver, but yeah, I just never got to it. I wanted to finish this kit as soon as possible. So that's the arms. His waist is pretty nice. It can't rotate 360, but at this point I could care less about 360 rotation nowadays. And his upper torso has a nice wiggle movement to it too. His front skirts, well designed, but kind of fail sometimes. It's on a ball joint. It can go forward, wiggle a little bit. Don't play with it too much because it will fall off. His back skirts can move up, and his little cock here can go forward and backward. Not too far forward. That should be where it stops, and then backward, and that's for transformation. And while I'm at it, I might as well show you where his G and drive is, as if it was no surprise. Hence the title. Yeah. Oh, and you guys might see that hole. I'll explain that later. There goes one of the skirts. Like I said, they're not the best placed skirts, but okay, so the legs can go forward, backward, not too far, really not too far, well, farther if you lift the skirt up, and it's on a weird kind of a ball joint, kind of a weird one, like really weird. So this is about the amount of movement you can get with the legs, but there is a double jointed knee bend, so it kind of makes up for it. This here is supposed to go up and down, but that's for the transformation. It's a very scary part to move, by the way. These will move up and down, and the feet will go down. And that's again a feature for transformation. So for his accessories, I'd like to start off with a simple thing. He has a completely closed fist, which is nice because I haven't seen those since 1990, or 1990, but in the 90s. Of course, you see his beam rifle here, his twin beam rifle, and there's a point of articulation here. You're going to see what that's for later on in the transformation. Wonderfully, he comes with 2 clear beams, short and long. So that's nice, and he does have 2 beam handles, and you can store them underneath the skirts. And that hole there was, of course, one of the holes to a beam saber. So what I wanted to show you guys, I don't think this is an actual feature for Arios, but what I've discovered is you can just peg in the beam, and then, as wrong as that looks, you've got kind of an underskirt beam saber thing going on. Like I said, it's out of the ordinary for Arios to be doing that, but it kind of opens up for, you know, kind of cool poses. I've never done it myself. It's just something I discovered, that's all. Let's see, what else would count as an accessory? I think that's all. He did come with the stand, the kind of stand you get with Destiny Gundam and all the other stuff. So you can pose him with, you know, in flight or with his mobile armor mode. And speaking of mobile armor mode, I think I should be getting to that now. Yep, I'll see you guys in that part of the video.